Night fever, night fever. Welcome back to Flicks and Figs episode 10 and TAKTAK Toys in particular. So this is the Full Force, credit to Full Force Weekly on this one. This is the Nightforce Ram and Shockwave or Steel Corp with the Steel Corp helmet here. So Full Force Weekly kind of broke the news and I saw it there, but credit to them. I know this has been out for a while now, but this is going to be a Walmart exclusive. And something a bit more recent, we've got to look at the Batman. Here we go, 89 Batman, I suppose, from McFarlane Toys, part of the Plasticman BAF wave. So that's exciting. I think this was revealed today at the time of this video, Saturday, at the time that I'm making this video. But welcome back to TAKTAK Toys of Film. As I say, it's your home of movie-based action figures in 1/12 scale, G.I. Joe Classified, Valorverse Action Force, Operation Monster Force, and a hell of a lot more. These are the Rock Lords, I believe, from McFarlane Toys, so they look exciting. This video is not for kids, and let's get on into it. So yeah, as I say, this is the Nightforce Ram and Shockwave. Could go up for pre-order around maybe April, early April, not exactly sure when. Don't know if it'd be April 4th, that may be something else, maybe a little later in April, but yeah. We could even get a G.I. Joe Classified live stream at that point. So let's have a little bit of a further look at this, at this Ram cycle and Nightforce Shockwave. Quite a nice set. I mean, this bike has, you know, been used more times than someone's sister. I mean, it really is they're getting reuse out of this bike, aren't they? But you know, I quite like it. I quite like it for the steel core head myself. I think a lot of people are going to probably want it for the Shockwave head to make a Nightforce Shockwave. It's good we're getting more Nightforce characters, you know, nice and tactical looking. But yeah, I mean, is it one if you're in the States, is it one you'll be going to Walmart to pick up or be ordering? I presume you can order it on Walmart's website. Here in the UK, it'll only be available on Hasbro Pulse, so I'll probably put an order in for at least one. We're a bit limited to only 3 here in the UK with our orders on Hasbro Pulse for army building. And yeah, this is maybe Kapow Toys might get this one in, but yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Are you excited that the bike is being reused? You know, the Ram cycle. Would you have liked them to maybe done something else? I mean, it's good reuse, isn't it? I suppose it comes with Firefly's drone. And for something that's a little bit more sort of in the sort of wheelhouse of G.I. Joe, but kind of bit bigger vehicle-wise, we've got to look at a bridge layer here from McFarlane Toys. So that's a Valorverse figure in scale there. So this is a sort of test shot, looking pretty decent. And keeping it with McFarlane Toys, got to look at a tank they've got coming. Apparently this is coming for Joe Fest, a military armoured vehicle, a MAV. So let's build some bridges between action figures and vehicles here, thanks to McFarlane Toys. And that's next to their, not Engine of Vengeance, but Ramen Racer. So as you can see, this tank has been scaled down a little bit from 1/12 scale. It's a sort of smaller scale tank, but still works with your 1/12 scale figures. Here's the Reaper from Valorverse Action Force Vanguard. I saw a Valorverse video today where they were showing off the Vanguard, and boy, it makes me want it even more. I'm hoping a UK independent retailer will pick this line up, and we might be able to order it through them. But as at the time of this video, as such, nothing yet. But yeah, these are looking good, aren't they? I can never make my mind up which one I want. If I want the sort of grey one or the desert one. Let me know in the comments below if you're in the States and you've pre-ordered this. The price is excellent, isn't it? If you've got one or if you're getting more. So as I mentioned, this was the April 4th G.I. Joe Classified pre-order that's going up. We may get a live stream at that time. Presumably these pre-orders might go up. So this is Beachhead, of course, Retro Beachhead, and we've got the Retro Eel and Retro Snow Serpent. These are probably going to be in quite high demand, I'd imagine, but you know, it'd be exciting to get these. I'm sure a lot of people who missed out on the Eel first time round will be quite excited to get these. So this is looking pretty good. Same kind of accessories as the first go round, but again, let me know in the comments, did you pick any Eels up? Firstly, do you collect G.I. Joe Classified, and if you did, or if you do, did you pick any Eels up? Did you pick any Snow Serpents up? So yeah, they're looking pretty, you know, they're looking pretty nice. These, this one in particular looks really nice because it looks very reminiscent of the Snow Serpent, you know, the original sort of Snow Serpent from the 1980s action figure line. So yeah, all in all, some nice looking sort of pre-orders to go up soon. And of course, we've got the small scale Joe vehicle, Cobra vehicle, I should say. Can't remember the name typically. Let's see if I got it in my notes. Probably not. Typically, you know, always the way. But comes with a female driver, so that's fun. And we've got some more look at higher Toys Rambo. So their Exquisite series. So here's First Blood Rambo, looking pretty nice. This was originally in the thumbnail but I had to change it last minute because we've got those McFarlane reveals. But yeah, this is some good looking sort of promo shots. Again, strangely, I can't tell you why this is the most popular video on my channel. I mean, it's a good action figure, but for some reason this video is the most popular one on my channel. So there must be a lot of Rambo fans out there, or Sylvester Stallone fans. But let me know in the comments below if you're thinking about picking this one up. I mean, he looks a bit bored there, doesn't he? But so there are probably going to be plenty of sort of different head sculpts, I should say, not face shots. Different head sculpts with the figure, cloth goods, so you know it may well fit in with your Mezco 112s. I imagine that the Higher Toys figure, just a guess, is probably going to be a little bit shorter than Mezco 112. I'm not sure, but I've got a feeling it might be. Here he is with a bit more of an expressive face. I mean, the likeness is very good, isn't it? The likeness is very fun. It does look like a Sylvester Stallone. You can obviously tell who it is. But after seeing the Rambo, I'm sure it's First Blood Part 2, or the sort of, you know, I think he's from the second film, All in Black. I kind of feel like that one looks a bit better, but yeah, again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I'm very tempted to pick this up, you know, primarily obviously for my collection, obviously because it did well, the video did well initially when I revealed it on the channel, when I did a reveal video on the channel. I think because I got it up quite early, the video, anyway, that's you know, neither here nor there. That's not one thing or the other. But let me know if you're going to pre-order this, or if you've got any other sort of 6-inch Higher Toys figures on pre-order, and if so, what are you sort of what have you pre-ordered? I mean, there's quite a few, aren't there? There's Robocop, there's Judge Dredd, there's Universal Soldier now. That looks quite good, I think. That Luke Devereaux from Universal Soldier. Well, I wonder what other properties they may actually have. I mean, you know, Higher Toys may get a few other properties sort of in. Let me know what you'd like to see them sort of what you'd like to see them have in 6-inch. I think there's quite a few Higher Toys kind of lines that I'd quite like to see in 6-inch. I mean, they've obviously got the G.I. Joe licensed in 4-inch, so you know, I'd probably like to see some 6-inch Higher Toys, but of course there's classified. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button and feel free to comment and subscribe. And then sort of going over to the DC universe, you know, talking of sort of, we had Rambo, we had someone who's ready for war. This is someone who's no stranger to war. I believe it's the third-party Death Knell, I believe. But yeah, I mean, it sort of looks like a Zack Snyder version of Deathstroke, doesn't it? You know, I know Zack Snyder likes to do his 6-hour cuts of films, and it does look like kind of he jumped right off the sort of silver screen with Zack Snyder. Very tactical look, I must say. I quite like the look of this one. I quite like this sort of all in grey Deathstroke with a very military look. I'm not sure, you know, maybe I'll wait for reviews with this one to see what the reviews are like before pre-ordering it. I believe this is available at 5K Toys, VC Toy Box, all the sort of usual places at the minute. Again, I do think it looks quite good. Let me know if you've sort of got. There's a few others, aren't there? There was one of my earlier videos that was a Deathstroke sort of third-party figure. Apparently that one's not so good, so maybe take a pinch of salt when pre-ordering. But this one looks good. Again, only time will tell. It kind of looks like it kind of, you know what it looks like. This head sculpt here is kind of making me think what we need some Metal Gear Solid figures. We definitely, we did have one third-party one, but we definitely need some 1/12 scale Metal Gear Solid figures. But this is looking really. It looks quite nice, I think this does. I like the grey colour scheme. I like that it's the Death Knell. I like that it's not exactly like Deathstroke in the orange and blues. Again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. For me, this feels like it'd be right at home in the Snyderverse, the kind of Zack Snyder type DC, you know, film. This would be Death Knell would be right at home there. Obviously, we know who it's based on. I think it looks good. I think it does look good. The third parties are kind of killing it, aren't they, at the minute? Killing it with sort of the releases, either, you know, be it of characters we may not get from official lines or things like that. But I think this looks decent. You know, I think I'm probably very tempted to maybe pick this up. I like the unmasked head sculpt. It does kind of look, you know, reminds me of the actor who made a very brief appearance in the DC universe, cinematic universe. At the end of, I think, Batman v Superman, when he's talking to Lex Luthor on the boat. Yeah, you know, he looked good. But yeah, I mean, I think this looks good. This almost looks like this guy could be hanging out with Major Blood, doesn't he? Sort of, if you've got G.I. Joe classified, that's what seeing the unmasked head sculpt. is making me think I could sort of slot him in Major Blood in my collection. But again, let me know if you're tempted to pick this guy up, if you've seen this guy before, if this is the first time you've seen him, and if you've got kind of a Mezco 1/12 DC like collection, and if you feel like this guy might fit in with it, or where you'd put him in your collection. I mean, Valiverse Action Force, of course, cloth goods. I don't know if you're the type of person, collector, who mixes cloth goods and standard plastic figures. I do. I've got the Mezco Joes, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Death Knell, there you go. Looking a bit like a sort of this shot here looks like if they did DC movies in the 80s. You know, those kind of sort of gritty sort of superhero films from like the 90s and the 80s. Kind of feels like that, but I think it looks pretty good. But you know, do let me know what your thoughts are. I'm not really sure on the release date on this one. It's probably going to be, you know, towards the end of the year, towards Q4 of 2024, but not really too sure. But again, I really like it. I think it looks good. It's definitely one that's got me tempted. Again, I like the militaristic pattern of the greys on the uniform, so maybe one I'll pick up, but I might wait for reviews. But again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And sticking with the DC universe, we got a look, just as I was kind of filming this video actually, we got a look at some DC sort of characters from McFarlane. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's McFarlane's latest wave. So that was the 90s Superman you saw there. This is the 90s Aquaman, sorry. Not Flash, Aquaman. You probably wouldn't see the Flash, would you? Because how fast he is. But yeah, these look good. I mean, I remember sort of seeing Grant Morrison's JLA in the 90s and, you know, really liking the design. I do like this Superman. I think the one for me that I'm most excited for is coming up though. We'll see pictures of him in a minute. But I do remember this Superman. Of course, an easy repaint would be to do it in red. Do this design in red again. You've got the red and blue Superman. Yeah, I mean, I think Grant Morrison JLA characters, you know, is quite a good sort of avenue for McFarlane to go down and give us some of those looks. They're very sort of 90s looks, but they're easily recognisable. And so we're going to see them in a minute. And this is Aquaman again with the long hair and the kind of fishhook hand. Yeah, this was kind of how he looked in the 90s. He had that kind of very distinctive look in the 90s. And then again, Superman here in blue. I think this Superman looks really decent. I don't think it lasted very long, this look. Probably in the comics, maybe a couple of years or a year or two or something like that. Then we have DC Universe leaks, DC Multiverse leaks. As you can see, we've got Max Mercury, Shazam from DC and Vampires, Metallo. It says Fire here for Gold Label. Not sure who that character is. Superman with Eagle. That's interesting. But as you can see here, quite a few leaks coming up. Red Hood in some Frostbite version. Batman with what does that say? Hush. Okay, Hush Batman. That's good. You can pause the video, or you know, go through it a bit slower if you want. Killer Croc Mega Fig. So you know, McFarlane is sort of having quite a few leaks at the minute, or you know, sort of just a roller coaster of figures coming out. So we've got Reverse Flash there, Tim Drake, Robin, Cyborg, Superman. Always good to have the Death of Superman characters. Mr. Freeze, Booster Gold. So yeah, quite a few coming. I did sort of, you know, put quite a focus on this. So if you're a big DC Multiverse fan or McFarlane fan, you can enjoy looking at these. Got a mega Darkseid mega figure, that would be good. I think a Joker, Punchline Joker. Let me just have a look. Yes, Joker. Oh, Joker and Punchline. So Punchline must be a character. Wow, a lot. Manga Batman. Let's have a look. Sergeant Rock. Now, I think I'd be interested in him actually, but of course he'll be 7-inch. But I would be quite interested in him to go with my sort of G.I. Joes and Classified and Valiverse. Sorry, he'll be a little bit big. Superman, Our World's at War. Not sure. That must be a newer sort of storyline. Green Arrow, classic Green Arrow. That would be good. Yeah, so as you can see here, Connor Kent from Teen Titans, plenty of action figures coming out. The Atom. So I mean, yeah, I mean McFarlane's going to keep us busy, isn't he? McFarlane does always seem to like, you know, he's not short of like releases, is he? I mean, he certainly pumps out the releases. Everybody, it's Todd. There you go. I thought I'd give you my little impression. So yeah, so there's plenty coming out from good old Todd McFarlane here. He's certainly working overtime. He must be sort of, you know, must be matchsticks over the eyes, burning the midnight oil to get these figures out to us. But Yeah, he's certainly doing a good job. So plenty to come by looks of things. What do you collect DC Multiverse? Or if so, what figures have you got in your collection? I'm more of a Spawn collector, McFarlane Spawn collector. And I was thinking to myself the other day, just looking at my collection now, we haven't had many releases from them in a while, so I don't know if the line might not be doing so well. But going back to DC Multiverse, this is one I've got my eye on. This is the 89 style Batman, as I call him, the Batman all in black. I remember having this as a child from, I guess, Kenner it was, wasn't it, I think, or and all the different variations. But this is one I quite like to have. This is one I think I might be pre-ordering, maybe props and replicas when the time comes. So this got revealed today at the time of this video. Today's Saturday, got revealed today. And a 70s style John Stewart, I believe. Or just John Stewart, I don't know. But again, that's the wave for you. You've got Batman, John Stewart, Superman and Aquaman. Again, let me know what your thoughts are. But again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And we looked at Superman earlier, didn't we? And of course, Henry Cavill plays Superman. And one of Henry Cavill's favourite pastimes is Warhammer 40k. And here we go, let's have a look at Warhammer. So this is a new Chaos Space Marine, and this one looks really decent. I've got quite a few of these ones in black, a decent one. Got a Reaver here, Space Marine Reaver in red. This looks really good. I don't know much about chapters with Warhammer and stuff like that, you know, so you know, if you do know more about it in the comments below, let me know. These do look really good figures. I think for a while it seemed like McFarlane may have kind of stopped doing these, but it looks like he's back on them. So these look fun. And a Gene Stoller, I believe, is the final one, which is a kind of, you know, space beast or warrior. They look pretty good. I think the Chaos Space Marine's my favourite out of the three. I did quite like that Space Wolf in the previous wave, which is the kind of guy with the mohawk. But again, let me know if you collect these. Let me know if you pick these up. These do tend to go on clearance quite a lot at times. But again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And keeping it in a space kind of theme, we go over to Eternia. So let's have a look at Snout Spout. Now I believe he's a Mattel sort of Creations exclusive. So from Masterverse, good looking figure, very good looking figure. I think same kind of usual Masterverse prices, which is around the $29 or £29 price point, but unfortunately a little bit harder to get hold of, so you'd have to go through the Mattel Creations website. That could mean he could sell out quickly. To be honest, he may have even sold out at the time of this video, but here's some promo shots of him looking really decent. I'm waiting for Rio Blast. This gives me a sneaking suspicion that Rio Blast, if they do make one, which I think they will do, will probably go up on Mattel Creations as well. But yeah, I think the promo shots look really nice. Masterverse, you know, I really do like Masterverse figures. They're starting to look more like the traditional ones. New Eternia, isn't it? Starting to look more like traditional ones, which I quite like, because one thing that I like about Origins is they have those sort of 80s looks nailed down. Masterverse, it can be a combination of sort of more modernized looks and sometimes the more classic looks. This is a very decent looking Snout Spout. I can't deny it. And if you're a fan of Snout Spout, then you may want to head over to Mattel Creations and pick this up. A shame that it's not as more easily available in the line. I'm wondering, thinking about it, if that could be because a lot of stuff from Masterverse does go on clearance. So here in the UK, in London, I went to Forbidden Planet a couple of weeks ago, and practically every Masterverse figure was on clearance. So I'm wondering if Mattel are trying to maybe avoid that with it going through their website, because they can obviously dictate the price, and you know, it's unlikely they may go on clearance, but who knows really. But again, let me know what your thoughts are on Masterverse, and if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe, and you probably need somewhere to store your figures, don't you? So let's have a look at the NECA Donatello Lab. Obviously got a bit more coming down to earth, and in fact going to the sewers. So this is a pricier item, isn't it? But let me know what you think. Obviously a lot of the other sewer set has sold, which I think is the living room. Quite a few of those have sold, a couple of thousand. So again, let me know if you're picking this one up in the comments below, or if you're gonna, you know, maybe pass it on by. And here is the Monkey King from Figure Obscura. This is a sort of slightly different version. Very cool figure, very like Journey to the West, you know, which is what this is based on. So it's the Figure Obscura Golden Sage edition, and it's available at Emporium of Cool, so you can head on over there to pre-order it. Again, I'll put a link to Emporium Cool in the comments below. These Figure Obscura figures look really good. I did have Father Christmas myself. In fact, you can see my review of Father Christmas in the comments below if you're feeling festive, or if you'll wait until Christmas time, that's perfectly understandable, but my review is there all the same. So this, yeah, I mean, this does look like a decent figure again. I really like the kind of, you know, Eastern themes that it has going on, you know, and yeah, it looks decent. It looks really, really good. It's basically a slightly different colour scheme on the existing figure. The Four Horsemen and Figure Obscura, they did release quite a few figures like this recently. Jacob Marley as well, with a slightly different deco. Like I say, again, available at Emporium Cool. Have you picked up any Figure Obscura figures? So are you tempted to pick any up? I think the Red Marquis of Death was one of the sort of most recent ones, but there's going to be, you know, there's going to be more. You'll always have an opportunity for something new. And again, yeah, I mean, if you pick up Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions, you'll know exactly what to expect. These do look really good. And in the same kind of wheelhouse, I guess, we've got to look at a Hero Toys Orc. Now, I don't know much more about this, but it's very cool looking. I believe there'll be more info coming soon. There are pics on 5ToyK's Instagram, so shout out to them where this figure was shown. So, you know, if you like orcs, if you like sort of sword and sorcery, this guy's going to look really good. And again, these third-party companies are sometimes killing it with these releases. You know, last year, Blade Master Wang and Veteran William were kind of in a lot of people's top 10 lists, and even for a lot of people, like #1. And those are both third-party figures. So sometimes the third-party guys are really showing that the big boys, you know, in the official sort of companies, how it's done. You know, I'm presuming they're sort of run by collectors, presumably, or that, you know, they've got people who are into collecting maybe in their companies, but you know, they look really good. I mean, look at the paint apps on this. The paint apps, the articulation, it looks really good. And in that kind of sword and sorcery or medieval wheelhouse we've got here, look at NECA's Dungeons and Dragons Warduke, but in more sort of classic toy colours. So this is a yeah, Collecticon exclusive. Okay, Collecticon exclusive NECA Warduke in the toy colours, really nice. Again, a really good repaint because, you know, it breathes extra life into the line. So, you know, if you do want to get those other characters down the line, this is helpful. Say if you've missed the first release, I do believe in the UK here still the first releases are still fairly readily available from places like Comics and Cocktails, things like that. But say if you just want more toy colours, more sort of colours in the, you know, toy 80s toy sort of homage, then this release is going to be one for you. And they're obviously all getting a release like that. But it's never these kind of things never hurt. I know there's collectors who sometimes may not be happy with this, but these kind of things never hurt because they'll give you further. They always pave the way for further characters down the line. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And let's have a look at NECA Collecticon Casey Jones, I believe from The Last Ronin. So yeah, and if you want more turtles, we're going to get into that in a minute. But obviously there's a lot of Last Ronin turtles, but I think this looks really good. Again, looks really good. NECA are sort of killing it in the minute with their Mirage Turtles, their Last Ronin Turtles. And if you want more Turtles news, check out Turtles and Tea with Dan and Tanner on Dan Who's YouTube channel. And of course, you can check out Legends and Liquor. And Joe's and Juice, where Dan, Tom Mini Plastic Multiverse and myself talk all the latest G.I. Joe classified news. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, there's of course the Ram cycle with the Steel Corp Shockwave release that will be coming out in Walmart. For action figure news in the UK, you can check out Jay's Toy Collection UK, his live streams for This Week in Toys. I'll put a link to the most recent one in the comments below, so feel free to check him out. You can of course check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. He's done a few videos sort of on Street Fighter 2, Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Ken, and Cad Bane from the Black series, so feel free to check those out. You can check out Justin Collects, who's done Darkwing Duck, I believe Diamond Select Darkwing Duck review, and plenty more. I think he did a Commissioner Gordon from Batman the Animated Series, which I believe is McFarlane Toys, but you feel free to check his videos out. You can of course check out Elson Official Music for pop music covers and pop music of his own design. You can check out Photo Dave for all the latest toy photography tips and tricks. yeah, so check out Toy Picks. You can, of course, check out Why So Serious Toys. And feel free to check out Big Will Pixels and Plastic. And Big Will is doing a sort of Royal Rumble of all the Who crew. I think I was involved in a tag team match. So go and check out his channel and you can check that out. So feel free to check out Cypher Sigma for film reviews and toy pickups. And of course, you can check out AC Toy Design for, yeah, custom action figures. And you can check out his Patreon if you want to sort of see more of his work. You can, of course, check out Robo on Robo Don't Know. He does a weekly live stream every Saturday. A little bit more professional than me, I must say. But, yeah, feel free to check him out. You can check out Trevor, the 1/6 shooter, for all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, and, of course, Figure Obscura. You can check out Agent Z-Man. It was his birthday recently, so happy birthday, Agent Z-Man. For action figure reviews in Ireland, you can check out Brian's action figure reviews. Feel free to check out Austin, the Hero of Collectors. And you can, of course, check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. And feel free to check out the 3POA podcast for action figure chat and pop culture discussion. And again, links to all these YouTube channels will be in the comments below. And I talked about Mythic Legions earlier, didn't I? Figure Obscura as well, and Cosmic Legions, where you can check out my Mythic Legions review of Zende Amanthi. I'll never get that name completely right, but it's basically one of the most recent characters from Mythic Legions Wave, so feel free to check out that review in the comments below. And for great places to purchase and pre-order action figures, you can, of course, check out Blue Owl Collectibles. Feel free to use my affiliate link in the comments below. And Blue Owl Collectibles have on pre-order the Arctic Bat from G.I. Joe Classified, and of course you can check out my review of the Arctic Bat. Again, I'll put a link to that video in the comments below, so feel free to check that out, see what you think. I do a little bit of articulation here. The articulation out of the box, I need to mod it a little bit, so yeah, it's kind of, you know, it's probably, I do prefer the original Bat out of the two, but, you know, if you want some guys for Snow Job to go up against, then this can be. I'm glad I said Snow Job. I was nearly going to say something else, but if you want some guys for Snow Job to go up against, then the Arctic Bat can be, you know, you can have some of the Arctic Bats go up against them. And of course, some of the Snow Serpents, or in fact, some of the retro Snow Serpents that will be soon released. So, plenty of snow-based characters for Snow Job to fight. Snow Job's going to need some backup, isn't he? Snow Job's going to need some classified backup. We've got the Action Force Arctic Troopers, of course, from Wave 4 to go alongside Snow Job, but we're going to need a few more, like Frostbite in the classified series and a few others to back Snow Job up, and maybe even a Snowcat. Who knows? Fingers crossed. That is on the that is a highly expected sort of unconfirmed rumor or unconfirmed leak that we're getting a Snowcat vehicle. So it's a pretty good bet, along with the Dreadnoks Thunder Machine. But yeah, here's the articulation of the Arctic Bat. So a few of the UK independent retailers have still got to get this guy in, so he should be, you know, if you want to army build a few more, you can of course check out Blue Owl Collectibles. You can of course check out a few of the other places, but he's coming in pretty soon. And of course there's plenty of other places to check out for the action figure pre-orders and purchases in the UK, and you can check out Kapow Toys, and feel free to check out Comics and Cocktails, and you can of course check out Star Action Figures, and they in fact have a sale on for all their G.I. Joes, so feel free to check that out if you like. You can check out all the cool stuff. Why not check out Gobsmack Comics? And you can of course check out In Demand Toys, and again I'll put links for all these UK independent retailers in the comments below. And if you're looking for Action Force, I know I mentioned them a couple of times in this video, you can check out Valiverse.com for all your Action Force needs, and feel free to check out the whole shebang. And of course you can check out Invincible Toys on their futuristic combat soldiers on Big Bad Toy Store. And again, I'll put a link to all of these, both UK independent retailers and Valiverse and independent toys on Invincible Toys on Big Bad Toy Store in the comments below. And feel free to check out the Emporium of Cool. I mentioned them earlier, didn't I? Because they were showing off that Figure Obscura figure that's available for pre-order. So you can check them out. They do all high-end collectibles. So yeah, it's like I say, feel free to check them out. And of course you can check out filmandtvreview.com and all their sort of reviews. And if you like scary movies or other movies, feel free to check them out. Of course, in terms of scary movies, part of NECA Collecticon is the Ghostface from Scream, and he's pretty well decked out there, isn't he? So yeah, feel free to check that out if you want. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And we have here, this is SH Figure Arts One Piece. What's the name of this character? Naomi Romance Dawn. I had to look that up, but here she is. Now, I've never watched One Piece. I'm well aware of it at the minute because, you know, it's on Netflix. There's a live action version. There's the anime. It's quite a lot of episodes from what I believe, but yeah, this is a character from One Piece. Here she is being quite animated, as you can see here. But these SH Figure Arts figures look good. I know there's quite a lot, aren't there? There's like Trafalgar Law and other ones. But yeah, so presumably there could be quite a character roster given to us by SH Figure Arts. Here's her chest, so to speak. But this is Luffy from One Piece. So SHF Luffy. So this is kind of the main character. I do know that, or I believe it's one of the main characters, but I believe this is the main guy from One Piece. So again, they're available both on the Emporium of Cool. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And here's Luffy again. Let's have some more a few more looks at Luffy. I do believe there's like live action versions for SH Figure Arts of these characters. This is obviously the anime version of Luffy. I don't really know what One Piece is about. If you do know what it's about, let me know in the comments below. The characters do have sort of interesting designs, I will say that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've watched One Piece, if you've watched a lot of it, if you want to get into it. If you've seen Luffy and all the other characters like Trafalgar Law and all these other characters being sort of all over the place and it's made you curious to get into it, let me know about that. Would you recommend it? It does look like it's probably quite a good anime. I suppose it is advertised everywhere, so it must be quite a good anime. Again, let me know all your thoughts about anything you've seen in this video and whether you'll be pre-ordering anything or you're going to wait to pick anything up. And again, thanks for watching. You make all these videos possible. And of course, until next time, just make sure you enjoy those flicks and figs.